Hello and welcome to Cats and Pats coverage of the 2018 Cat Olympics out of Pyongmeow, South Korea. We've had a wild and crazy few weeks at this year's Cat Olympics, and we're here to give you the latest update. My name's Jack Johnson. I'm here with my special correspondent, Janine. Thanks for being here.
Well, thanks for having me, Jack.
While big things were planned for the opening ceremony, there was a less than stellar participation in the Parade of Nations. Rumor has it that many nations were already on their third nap of the day. But let's move on to the events. First up, indoor mice hockey. Get it, Janine? Mice hockey?
Yes, Jack, I got it the first 14 times you said it.
Though this game's origin started with a mouse, now a modern milk puck is used. What do you think about these games we've seen so far?
Well, there was almost one goal scored during the game, but unfortunately Luna spent the majority of her time on the ice playing with the puck in the middle of the rink. A fight did break out in the middle of the match, but luckily no one was hurt.
Now I'm told that often in the middle of these fights, competitors will actually take a break and give each other baths. Is that true?
Yes, very true. We see it often.
So let's check out the high jump competition. I'm told the Cathletes can pick one of two targets, either a hand or a micey?
Yes, and it's interesting that Luna is one of the few competitors that opts for the hand first. She likes to keep things traditional, but when she does switch over to the micey target, that's where she really gets her height. Some of the Cathletes are so eager to compete that they actually interrupt their competitors' runs. And you had a chance to catch up with Luna this week, right? I hear she has an incredible backstory.
She does. Luna grew up here, right here in the heartland of Virginia. The sole survivor of her mother and brother, she was a real fighter. From a young age, she was bottle fed, and then she had to be weaned off the bottle. Having grown up with puppy dogs, she said she had a smelly upbringing. That wasn't the last of her troubles, however. She contracted an illness which almost killed her, but Luna continued to fight and persevere. Luna, how did you overcome all this adversity? Well, she always has had a way with words. While shy on camera, Luna told us off-air that she credits her great jumping ability to her large amounts of floof. Next up we have Moo. You can see he's quite talented and has a lot of power in him.
Yes, and as one of the Olympic Cathletes of Russia, he does have allegations of catnip doping in his past. He denies these allegations though and says that maybe a competitor slipped something into his wet food.
And in what can only be described as some sort of protest, Big Orange just sat and watched her mouse. Now onto the brown paper luge. Now in this event, participants have to hop on the brown paper and slide as far as they can, is that right?
That's right, and Big Orange is one of the best. She's been training for years for this event and says that when she's out there on the floor, it doesn't even feel like work. It simply feels like playing. You have to admire the passion of these athletes. Moxie Moo Moo Moran continued his mighty reign in the nap competition, taking gold for his third consecutive Olympics with a record-setting 19-hour nap. Interestingly, this year, Moo Moo opted for a basket in his competition instead of the towel which he typically trains with. Now on to one of my favorite events, the laser pointer cat slalom. And things are a little bit different this year, aren't they, Jack?
Yes, they are. Now they have both a wood track and a carpeted track.
So it seems to me that Moo Moo prefers to stalk the laser pointer and ignore the flags altogether. That must be his killer instinct kicking in. You know, it's really a shame when you see these athletes after all their training and then something like this just takes them out of the competition.
It sure is, Janine, and while Luna's more aggressive in her movements, she also seemed to kind of ignore the flags. And now we have Misty Murray, a fierce competitor on the carpeted track.
She sure is, and she showed her competitive nature in this event as she tore through the carpeted track with unmatched intensity, winning her gold. And you can see her passion in this run. This is the only event that she competed in, and it's obvious that that focus helped her win.
Though Misty won the gold medal in the laser pointer slalom event, she was less than receptive to actually receiving her medal. In fact, she fought back during the medal ceremony.
And this wasn't just an issue with Misty. This became quite the problem for all of our medal recipients.
And that about wraps it up. Thanks for being part of this very special Cats and Pats Olympic coverage. If you liked our coverage, be sure to subscribe to receive all future updates. Thank you, and we'll see you next week. There was a less than large turnout for today's...
Less than large. Got small, but it's less than large.